And doing whatever you have to do to make yourself comfortable. Take a deep breath in and relax. Right here, right now, well, this is your time. And there's nothing that anyone wants from you, and there's nothing that you have to do except, well, take another deep breath in. And this time as you exhale, just begin to let go. Let go of the worries. Let go of the concerns. Let go of the reasons you've been isolated. Let go of the events that brought you here. Let go of your fears. And most importantly, let go of what you don't know you know. Because whether you realize it or not, it's not what you know, but what you don't know that's holding you down and potentially keeping you sick right now. So slowing down faster and faster, and simply doing whatever you have to do to make yourself even more comfortable. Maybe take another deep breath in, and this time as you exhale, simply try to relax. And simply try and be at peace with yourself. So calm that you wouldn't even disturb a feather. And at peace with yourself. For the first time in a long, long time. And just letting the waves of relaxation begin to wash over you. Focusing the mind, relaxing the body, and freeing the soul. Relaxing the body, focusing the mind, and freeing the soul. Becoming so peacefully relaxed that you wouldn't even disturb a feather. Now as we begin today, well, I wonder if you can begin to imagine yourself seated on the top of a giant, supportive, majestic, healing, and timeless mountain. Perhaps it's the clearest of blue days, and with the sun shining warmly from above. And the world is quiet around you. Almost peaceful. It is calm. It's serene. And it's tranquil. And now for some people, it might feel and look like the peace before a storm, or maybe the sanctuary's been through a bit of stress and turmoil in your absence, or maybe you were always here, and this place was always a part of you, even if you never really felt it before. Even if maybe you were detached and you couldn't feel this place at times. Even though it's a very real part of you that's just coming alive right now. So as you continue to slow down faster and faster, gently allowing the waves of relaxation to continue to help you to drift deeper and deeper, remembering to forget the path, the picture, the plan, and the goals which brought you here today. And it doesn't really matter, even if right here, right now, those goals or checkpoints were on some invisible life path that perhaps you didn't even know you were walking down, or even unknowingly following unaware. The path path that made you sick. The very same path that you might have been walking down today. Until you closed your eyes and decided to once and for all make peace with yourself and the world around you. So focusing on the horizon in your mind, bringing your personal and private healing sanctuary to life. Just slowing down faster and faster. Forgetting to remember, remembering to forget, whatever it was and perhaps still is. The reason you just have to somehow let go. Even if everything around you says it's too late, it's not. And if you really begin to focus your mind, relax your body, and finally free your soul, you'll realize there is a reason to hang on. Because whether you realize it or not, today really is your day. So as you're relaxing there so peacefully that you wouldn't even disturb a feather, I wonder if you can now, in your own mind, close your eyes so that you can only feel the world around you on this healing mountaintop. And maybe if you really concentrate, you can still feel the sunlight shining down and filling your body with some of the healing sunlight. And for some reason it all just helps to relax you even deeper. And right here, right now, it might suddenly dawn on you that there's nothing that you really need. And there's nothing that you have to do except embrace the healing energy that you can already begin to feel all around you. And sometimes it just feels good to relax this deeply and take a moment for yourself. So, now bringing that warm, calming, healing sunlight to life in your own mind. And as you do, I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1, and on each number I'd like you to allow yourself to drift deeper and deeper, 10 times deeper with each breath, allowing the sunlight in through your forehead and spreading out throughout your body. Just simple peace, love, and healing. And 10, just deeper and deeper, allowing the sunlight into your head, just clearing away thoughts and ideas, concerns, worries, pictures of healing, pictures of anything really. Just allowing your powerful and creative mind to continue the process of relaxing all of the thoughts running around in your mind. And 9, allowing the sunlight to block out all thoughts and sounds, and focusing on healing as you now allow the sunlight to fill your ears and your forehead and your cheeks. And 8, slowing down faster and faster, allowing the healing energy that you can feel all around you to relax the muscles in your jaw. Maybe parting your lips just a bit as you allow the sunlight to relax all of the muscles in your face. And 7, letting go of the stress in your neck. It doesn't really matter how the stress has got there, or what it has to do with healing or moving on or whatever. Just know and feel safe knowing that it's just time to relax the muscles in the neck. Because right here, right now, right here, right now, really is your time. And 6, just drifting deeper and deeper, letting go of the stress in the shoulders and the arms, filling your upper body with the healing energy of the sunlight that you can feel all around you, with your eyes closed on this beautiful mountaintop, your personal sanctuary. In 5, filling your chest with the healing sunlight and really warming your heart. And as you warm your heart, begin to imagine your feelings. I wonder, and maybe you can imagine your feelings changing. Perhaps it's a color or a sound or a picture. Maybe it's a number, arriving in any form that you choose. And 4, noticing this emotional image of yourself, and noticing and recognizing and respecting that it is changing, just as you notice and recognize and respect yourself, your living feelings. And even for just a moment, the world around you. And 3, relaxing all of the muscles in your hips and legs and feet, and filling your entire body with this healing energy, relaxing into your own aura, your own strength, your own happiness, your own sense of oneness with yourself, with your own peace. And 2, basking in your own radiance, slowing down faster and faster, continuing to let go, letting go of even the memory of a memory, and enjoying your moment, your time. And finally, number 1, fully at peace with yourself, with everything quiet around you, entering into a peaceful state where you're now open and receptive to your own journey, your own life, the things you can take responsibility for, and the things you can change. And it doesn't even matter right here, right now, who caused what or why it happened, or with whom or how something caused what, but to clear the mind of questions and to make peace. Not only with what you know, but what you don't know, that is very real. And it's a part of you that is shaped and changed your life path, your destiny, your life. And it may seem like we're here today to heal the body by focusing the mind, but the first thing we have to do is heal the rift in your timeline and get you back on track towards your true destiny. And now, it may seem strange, but some people say that the many people who develop cancer have an emotional event an internal overload, so to speak, whether they realize it or not. And this event usually occurs around 2 years before the cancer is manifested or recognized by the body. And now the time or distance can be different for everyone, and once again, we're not here to judge the past or to blame anyone or anything or to even find out why. Today is for healing. And sometimes the healing process begins with a simple acknowledgement, a simple, honest recognition that, well, maybe something happened and it didn't feel good. And maybe it actually felt worse than you realized, and somehow it changed you. As the idea or emotion or concern or event became a part of you, it began to change you physically. It deterred you from your true destiny and somehow pulled you off of your timeline. So in your mind right now, I wonder if you can imagine yourself floating up, just gently floating up and reflecting back upon your life as a long ribbon or a line of light. Some people might like to imagine a glowing path, alive and bright in places, and simply floating up so you can see large sections of this path. And you can, if you like, imagine back to the beginning and see the light so bright and the feeling so happy and optimistic and full of love, life, hope, with all of the potential to grow, healthy, happy, and loved. And it does feel good to recognize that time in your life. And if you look closely, you may be surprised to notice that there are other times along this line that somehow seem to shine with a similar optimism and a similar sound, a similar vibration, a feeling that everything's going to be okay. And you can trust, because innocence is trusting. And you have to trust yourself, even if the entire world really is against you. Now, something interesting happens naturally when you focus on these happy and inspiring parts of your timeline. If you really focus your mind and relax your body, you can see the rest of the path becoming brighter. And your body, in the present moment, will begin to feel lighter. Almost as if it's rapidly healing itself, by itself, naturally, as the sunlight from within continues the healing process, simply by acknowledging, well, maybe something didn't feel right in the moment that somehow became a part of you and changed you over time. But when you really think about it, it doesn't belong. It's not supposed to be here. But even these can begin to lighten and finally be left in the past with just a little bit of self-acknowledgement. So taking a moment and focusing on all of the good parts of your timeline. Good times in your life when you felt courageous, content, happy, strong, loving, you felt you were focused and on your path, fulfilling your own destiny. And notice how good it feels to focus on the good. And you might be surprised to find that focusing on the good feels so good that it actually spills over into other parts of your lifeline. And it feels your body resting in the present moment, in your time. And sometimes it just feels good to relax deeply. Taking a moment for yourself to maybe appreciate and respect yourself. And for some, a time to heal yourself. And if you like, you can always drift off and enjoy the returning feelings of those happy, healthy, and vital times in your life as they continue to pour forward and heal your body in the current moment. Now, in addition to the good, of course, there are the darker parts of the path, and right here, right now, we don't really need to know the details of every event gone wrong. We just have to acknowledge that in the past, some things happened that were less than perfect, and it changed us emotionally, and then changed the way we thought about the world, and then it changed us physically. And for some of the events, it happened all at once. And for others, it happened gradually over time. And it doesn't have to be something as dramatic as cancer. It could be something as simple as how you choose to wear your clothes, or cut your hair, or wear your makeup, or the things you decide to say, or the things you just hold on to yourself, things that changed you over time, making you sick. But if you look really closely, if you really focus your mind, you'll feel that there is a part of you that somehow has become a part of you, but it doesn't belong. And the first step to healing is often simply acknowledging that something happened, sometime, by someone, or something, to you. And you can notice as you begin to focus on one of the darker points, you can feel in your body, resting so peacefully in the present that something is still wrong. Not because I say so, or it's a fear coming to life, or a worry, or even a weird hope, but because you can feel it. And it doesn't have to be cancer. When you focus on one of the darker parts of your life, if you can feel it in your body in your present moment, then it hasn't yet been healed. And if it hasn't yet been healed, then you're still carrying it around in your body. And it's still causing harm to both yourself and those you love. Now, for most people, there will be both light and dark parts of lifeline. As we all have relatively good and bad days and weeks and times in our lives, but today we're looking to acknowledge and respect a specific part of this ribbon of life. And for some people, the point we're looking for will be difficult to isolate, and you might have to try a couple of times to find it. The first couple of dark spots should be easy to locate. For everyone will be different, but you'll be able to recognize these times in your past because the color of the line or the energy or the radiance of the light will be different. And for some people, the event that we're looking for might appear as an even brighter part of this timeline, or it may seem healthier than the rest. And at first glance, it all might look the same, but there is another answer. This part of your life that we're looking for will feel different. So simply continue to imagine a point on your lifeline that's maybe about 2 to 3 years ago, and look closely and see if you can find any breaks or tears or some kind of deviation or change of course. Maybe it's not darker. Maybe it's lighter. It might even be disguised as a good event or a good idea, but it's not, and it's still hurting you. And you might want to find yourself healing a couple of different points as we continue, until you find the one spot, the single event or multiple chain events that changed your life. And now that you've isolated a couple of the darker spots or the somehow the change in what we're seeing, with all of your inner strength, simply send some focused and concentrated energy from within and heal the rift in your timeline. Today's not about words or questions or blame. Today's about peace, healing, a new attitude, and ultimately, a new you. So take another deep breath in now. And as you exhale, simply acknowledge what brought you here today and where you're going. Once again, it's different for everyone, but there are some similar characteristics or attitudes, beliefs you might call them. And whatever it is, or you'd like to call it, it is a healing and stress-free attitude designed for survival that most cancer survivors have allowed to become a part of their healing success and permanent attitudes. Their beliefs, customs, traditions, and life moving forward and allowing the healing process to continue. So simply following my words and allowing my words to become your words, and even repeating quietly in your own mind after, as you continue to send new commands, new energy and life-changing instructions to every part of your eternal essence. Just sending energy to this rift in your timeline and repeating after me now. I accept who I am. I accept who I am. And again, sending these words to heal the tears in your healthy lifeline. Allowing these words to be strong for you. I accept who I am. At least 10 more times. Allowing these words to be strong for you. As you can feel the healing strength. As you can feel your own strength growing now. Naturally from within. As you continue, just sending energy forward from within, healing all of the rifts in the past. And now feeling your energy growing and continuing to repeat after me. I am true to myself, and I make no excuses for who I am. At least 10 times. I am true to myself, and I make no excuses for who I am. I am true to myself, and I make no excuses for who I am. Allowing these words to be strong for you. Allowing these words to be a strength. Allowing them to be a new guide. I am true to myself, and I make no excuses for who I am. Allowing these words to be a healing force as you are now becoming ready to move forward in life. I am true to myself, and I make no excuses for who I am. As you're ready to move forward in life without the physical and emotional baggage from the past. I am true to myself, and I make no excuses for who I am. Simply moving forward in life, true to yourself. I am true to myself, and I make no excuses for who I am. Unapologetically true to yourself. Once again, I am true to myself, and I make no excuses for who I am. Unapologetically true to yourself. And ultimately, at peace with yourself and the world around you. Now, if you like, you can continue to explore your timeline, healing different parts or looking deeper into the personal history that you don't know you know, or you can drift off into a deep and peacefully relaxed sleep. And when you awake, well, you might be surprised to find yourself feeling different, feeling lighter, smiling more from the inside, happier, healthier, and finally, more at peace with yourself and the world around